let's talk about these bills, acts, resolutions, and treaties. If Biden wins the presidency. And we start with number one, the Way Forward Act, which I just have the name here. I don't necessarily have the bill number for all of these because I wasn't going to go back and research all of these. But if you go to congress.gov, you type this in and you'll find these. And so we're moving forward with the Way Forward Act. The most egregious thing in the Way Forward Act that will become law of the land if Biden is elected president, as will be the case with all of these things. And remember also, you also have the vote for the House that's going on. We have to ensure that those who are anti-white and call themselves Democrats do not take the Senate and do not take the presidency. We have to ensure that that doesn't happen, because if it does, they're coming for all of us. All of these things will become law. All of these things will be law of the land. And you'll find out here as we move through this, it is beyond your absolute worst nightmares. Way Forward Act brings all the migrants back to the United States that have been deported since 1996. And they will all be retried, and according to the Way Forward Act, they would all be retried, all of them brought back to the United States since 1996 on your dollars, on your tax dollars, my tax dollars, will all be brought back from wherever they are in the world, wherever they've been deported, brought back so that they can be retried fairly and then decided by the Democrat judges and the rest whether or not they should have been deported, and then whether or not they will gain status as a citizen in the United States. And I don't recall whether, maybe if Carlisle is still with us, maybe she could jump in. I don't recall if it said, I could easily imagine that there would be some sort of compensation to these people paid for by the taxpayers if they, when brought back, are found that they were unjustly evicted from the United States of America. That's 1996. Remember, you have to look at this for your own. This is congress.gov. I looked at it. I'm just bringing to you what we pulled off of that website. And this is the government's website, and sharing with you what is there. And it's, of course, subject to, I can be saying this on Sunday, and then they can make changes on Tuesday. So it's subject to whatever they are doing. You have to keep your eye on what they are doing. We then have the Migrant Compact, and this is from the United Nations, compact that would allow the UN to allow or to determine how many migrants the United States will take. So this is power that Biden and Kamala in so many ways have said that they would sign the United States up to the Migrant Compact from the United Nations. And this would give the United Nations the authority to determine how many migrants, astronauts, and the like, physicists, quantum physicists, astrophysicists, and the like will be. And you can always tell that they're astro and quantum physicists when they come running up to the camera and they're talking about how they're going to get at the white girls. You just know, you're like, wow, these folks are really intelligent. So it would allow them to determine the number of migrants we will take. And if the migrants decided to go back home after they come here, this is a special little part of the Migrant Compact. And again, subject to change, look into it for yourself. If the migrants decide to go back home, maybe they don't like the United States so much anymore, for whatever reason it might be, they would still be entitled in the country that they go back to our Social Security and disability payments. So you would be paying every migrant, let me just rephrase. All of these things are possibilities, not guarantees. They're all possibilities. Everything I'm saying here is a possibility, not a guarantee. So possibly they end up in our country, in the United States, then they go back to the country they came from, and they are then secured with Social Security payments, and disability payments for the rest of their lives that we would pay to them in their countries. Another possibility, another outcome of a Biden presidency.